Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Yusry and today we have Coolbeat with me.
Hello, I'm Coolbeat, also known as Yong Sheng.
Okay, so do follow him for more race videos because he regularly posts race videos relating to Singapore Mini4. Of course, he's based in Singapore lah, so yeah lah. Anyway, do catch us on the other episodes. We talk about a few things. Talk about his story, and then talk about Stargate story, and what you want to talk about now?
Now, I always want to ask this question.
Okay.
No, so how your Team Ninja come about?
Team Ninja. Okay. We need to go back a little bit to how I start. Because back then when I started, I play mostly alone lah.
Oh, alone.
I'm mostly alone. I only other than my one friend and other than Abi, but Abi was not like play with me. I just play on my own lah.
Okay.
So Ninja, why Ninja? Okay. This is my perspective My perspective.
Okay.
When I come into the scene, everybody was very, very secretive about what they want to do with their cars.
True. No one share.
No one want to share.
Yeah. Or keep to themselves.
You get very difficult to get tips from them, or rather, even they tend to be for themselves because I guess the racing community back then was, for lack of better word, gambling. You know, put it that way.
Yeah, because it's a earning for their like extra cash money.
Yeah, so because of that, right, we kind of make a very bad culture in the racing community. So everybody only wants to win for themselves. They are very selfish.
Yeah, correct.
And
I mean, in a way, because back then our racer is like not more than 50. So the community is very small. So whoever got like secret technique to win, right, they have to keep it for themselves.
Yeah, I cannot
It's
blame,
always like that.
because I remember last time when I tried to join for this one particular race for a mobile shop in Yishun. I don't know if you know or not.
Mobile shop.
It's a mobile shop.
Yishun.
Opposite Khatib MRT. There used to be a mobile shop there.
Yes.
And they have tracks also.
Yes.
So
that is actually my first video.
I see.
Yeah.
So that place, right, when I went there, they actually say, hey, we have race. And then I look at the price. The first price back then was iPhone.
Yes, it's an iPhone.
I don't know, iPhone 13. No, not 13. not 13, not 13. Sorry, not 13.
Long ago,
maybe
man.
iPhone 4, 5,
Yeah,
I don't know,
it's
maybe around there.
But it's still an iPhone.
But iPhone, iPhone has a very high value back then. So
Yeah,
everybody
1,000+.
is like very, they...
Super competitive.
Yeah,
man.
super competitive.
Super competitive.
Too competitive lah. But
And back then, I believe it's $1 per try.
And because of that, everybody is keeping it to themselves lah.
Yeah, correct.
So that's where I came in. Because I play for myself and I like to explore and I like to deviate from the norm. That's what I did lah. I deviate from the norm.
Okay.
So that's where birth of the ARFM lah, the opposite MA lah, the wheel setup lah.
Yeah, all the unique setup
all the unconventional setup, not unique lah, unconventional setup.
Unconventional.
Because
it still wins, no?
Because I don't want to play Super FM. I have a problem with Super FM even until today. I just don't want to play with Super FM. I know Super FM was
a better roundabout car back then. Super FM.
I agree. Super FM wins a lot of race. That's fine. That was not under my principles of playing. I don't care about the winning. I don't really care. Like I said in the previous videos, if you haven't catch, I play because I'm an engineer. I just want to try things. I want to build something and I want to see it move. That's it. That's the whole point. Okay. So when it moves, it makes me happy. So at least I see my creation move.
Yes,
that's the whole point. So winning was separate. And because of that, I post a lot of videos through Instagram. So my reach was Instagram. And the weird thing is, I actually built a Super FM car once for the Instagram. Once only. And I made a short video out of it lah. Back then, don't have reels, don't have shorts, don't have all these things. Just a very simple video.
Okay.
I think I made a montage or something. It's a Super FM. And it was like some random build lah. But it's
Random
it's Super FM based lah in a way, right?
Okay.
But the thing is,
Is it an open
Tamiya,
car?
yeah, it's an open setup car.
Oh.
But the thing is, Tamiya Japan reposted that post.
Oh.
So my feed, right? My feed, I saw
all the way.
Tamiya Japan shared your post. I like, why? And it's just because of Super FM. I don't know why lah. Maybe it's a Super FM thing. But
No, I mean, could be possible that it's an old chassis, then someone built it in the new era. So no one like, wow, this old kind of chassis still can work.
yeah, I remember my cow back then was a Avante reverse, Aero Avante, but in reverse order. I kind of
Wait
mounted
a minute,
reverse.
I remember that.
Yeah, it was Super FM.
It
And
was a weird cow because you put it reverse
Yeah.
the way.
So that was the only Super FM I built back then. After that, I don't want to touch the Super FM anymore because I remember the painstaking amount of hours for me to mount things there. I
Yeah.
just don't like it.
Yeah,
That's why
true.
I don't like it lah. I mean,
Okay.
you cannot
So
fault
it's
me
an
for
inconvenience.
you cannot fault me for not liking it. I'm not saying it's a bad chassis. I'm just saying it's not for me. I don't like
Okay.
it. That's it. Not saying it's a problem. It's not a problem. It's just not my type, not my kind. So anyway, how my name Ninja come about, because I like to share things publicly, but at the same time I like to share things not so public.
Keep a bit of it for yourself.
Yeah. Not many things are secret lah. But by then I slowly develop close friends through Instagram actually. I don't really make friends in public because I think the public already have their own group.
Yeah, but then
So a lot of
everyone
new
mostly
people-
have their own group.
Yeah, a lot of new people are more interested in what I'm doing. So that's how I met Adi. I don't know, he's still playing. I think he's no longer playing. And that's how I met some of the other people. Adi just randomly come to me and say, hey, let's make a team. And I think long and hard about it. What should I name the team? And because of the secretive nature of the Singapore racing scene, and we are all into this Naruto thing back then, it's quite popular, Naruto Shippuden. So that's why the Ninja comes about. That name Ninja is twofold lah. The first one is because it's secret. It needs to be secret. So some things we talk about, it's just not public. And the second thing is because it's Japanese lah. I mean people can relate Ninja to Japanese. So that's why it was called Ninja. So that's how it was being called Team Ninja back then. I mean, I'm the only sole survivor now lah. Other than my mute friend who's still playing with me, but other than that, the rest of them no longer. I mean, or rather, they move on lah with their lives.
Correct.
So, what about you? I think you joined so many teams, right?
Yeah, I mean, I started off alone.
Okay, everybody
then-
start off alone. Okay,
My first team was Garage B from like Bernard. If
Bernard,
you
okay.
understand.
okay.
Bernard, Raymond, they all
All the
like,
uncles lah. All the
yeah.
uncles lah.
So
Okay.
like I'm joining them to learn all this uncle setup super long ago stuff.
The
which
thing-
I used it to apply to my like the latest or the official race.
Okay, wait. The important thing is, do you learn anything from them or not? That's the important thing.
Yes, technically there's a lot of things you can learn.
So that's the whole point of team. You
Yeah.
learn things lah within your own self.
But a lot you have to ask. You need to ask. No one gonna like throw you stuff. There's 10,000 over like stuff you can learn, but you do know you need to ask. Like why the tire, why you have to ask. You don't ask, no one will gonna teach you one. Yeah.
Then after that, they left lah in a way.
Yeah,
They left the
I
scene. I mean, they're not young anymore, so okay, probably understandable. They left the scene, and then
I've joined like the current group. Like technically I still like search for like the existing. So before that was a very big group. It's Oni crew.
only crew,
Yeah, we have like 20 over
20 over people, right?
people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after that, then half of them stopped playing. So end up we shift to another group called F5. So only of like 5% of us still playing.
Are you part of the original F5 or what?
No, I was like recruit later after
Recruit
that.
later. Okay.
Because I like to be like free
I mean, you're
roaming
not really
everywhere.
attachment to anyone, right? In a sense, okay.
I like to like join every team to play like different race from different places. So yeah, so I have to like settle down with a few good friends.
How about 2025? Still with any group? I mean, F5 lah. This is the last one. Right?
No, now we rename.
Rename, okay.
We become 5G.
Why 5G? The handphone,
Yeah, I mean somehow
like new technology thing.
it's a like
Fifth generation.
fifth generation. Yes.
Okay, interesting. So speaking of new generations, 2025 was an interesting year for me, or rather, interesting year for Mini4 because I saw some rumors of a new part. I'm going to show it here. This is like the Super X front part and the Super X rear part. So coming for him, for you, right? You come from so many eras, right? You can see all the evolutions. I think
Every FRP that exists, I know of.
yeah, I remember back then when in 2018 or 2017, I forgot, they changed the rear H plate to a different shape, like more thick.
It's the same hole, just thicker and longer.
Yeah, more thick. Then I was like, whoa, okay, why they decide to make this? Probably maybe the meta shift that people playing more brakes nowadays, right? So
Yeah.
make more surface area.
Correct.
And then they make from that shape, they make into a long, more straight shape. I think that was like the 2020. I forgot already.
It's a evolution of the plate. I believe someone else like give feedback to improve the plate. Cannot be like just come out for no reason, right?
Yeah, it's quite interesting because if we go back all the way from last time, right? We remember the ice cream stick. I think here have one example. For example, like this guy, right? This ice cream stick. This shape never changed for so long, no? And it's still until now. But I
It's
remember,
useful.
I remember there was a previous version to this.
The shorter one.
Yeah.
The three hole shorter.
Like
plate.
really just one simple one.
Yeah,
so maybe over
there is
the
a type era, the type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the zero chassis era. There's a ice cream stick FRP plate that is only 3 hole, and the length just nice to mount for the chassis. So you
And-
cannot put roller on it.
I think
It's just a
they just
support.
call it a reinforcing plate or something, right?
Correct,
Basic
correct.
one.
Basic
So
one.
that okay, speaking of the H plate, or rather we just call it H plate because it shapes like H. The 2020 was like straight, and then suddenly they announced the not just that, the brake plate, the very big plate. I was just like, okay,
Now you got more surface to put brakes.
yeah, and we like thinking why they don't make this earlier, and because of that, the meta changed. Like people used to have maybe the normal H plus one ice cream stick to become your brake, right?
Yeah, correct.
Then now it's become one plate. You save your 1.5 height. So no longer restricted by the height or rather the complexity of the system lah.
Actually, it's a very smart design. You think of it, all the weight is at the bottom because of the big surface area. All the weight is very low to the ground. So the design replace every of our like the H plate with the mounting.
Yeah.
So it's all jump low kind of.
It's just like a H except without the rollers. They cannot mount rollers to it because it's too short to mount any rollers.
Yes.
And its sole purpose is to mount brakes because of the big surface area. So that now I think Tamiya realized that hey, we need to look into the Super X because the Super X is like super old and nobody talks about it and people are kind of forgotten about it.
And the HRG is very hard to get by. Not many people own it.
And it's quite useful. Actually, I like the HG part of the rear Super X plate. I use it on some builds and it's like he said lah, it's no longer in production now. They only make a limited
more.
run and then that's about it.
Yeah, because not much people use it back then.
And also the pivot setup was popularized because of the Super X plate. Back then, even the FRP one was also used by whoever that invented this. I don't know who started the pivot setup. And they just use the Super X plate and find that, I can put something here and it works something.
Like compared to last time we only can put a brake pad.
Like
I mean
those
brake,
erasers.
yes. So there's no like room to put a brake. Even though we mount this underneath, right, the surface area is like very small,
Very thin, yeah.
So there's no like FRP that is big enough. That's why someone, I think, someone go and ask for it for the big piece. That's why we have the underguard.
So now for 2025, we can see this shape here. I'm going to show you this shape. This is the Super X front. And instead of curve that we used to see, it now becomes straight. So I'm quite impressed that actually Tamiya HQ wants to listen to the racers' requests. I guess doesn't come from them. Probably feedbacks or maybe users' wish list. People should have wish list, right? So this item, this front part for the Super X, should be potentially useful for especially those Super FM users, especially for VMAX, right? They're very popular because they like to put one plate. Usually they use an ice cream stick, but the ice cream stick, like he said, is very small surface area, very difficult to mount brakes, etc. And now with this one, now you have very big.
It's a game changer, man.
I guess people are going to hot this.
Yeah.
I'm probably one of them. But anyway, this one, useful. So equally useful is the rear one, which from the first time I look at it, I was like, I cannot make up why they make this shape until we discussed about it offline. And he was saying it's similar to the original Super X shape. So I'm going to make a short comparison from the old Super X shape and to the new Super X shape. And the holes actually line up and it makes sense. The important thing that I'm going to say here is based on the design, right? They actually decided to make it straight. Because last time, if I want to have a straight plate like this, the only alternative I will use is the AR plate.
Yeah.
The AR plate, but the AR is not exactly straight.
You have to trim it.
It's like slanted. I don't know why. Tamiya, you listen to this, right? Make it straight, please. That's the only thing. So easy. Just make it straight. I mean, I don't care about your Batman shape thing, but
it's cool design, man.
but it's useless.
Yeah, I mean,
just make it straight. Then now that you can make your Super X plate straight, why not? I foresee that this will change the meta for at least 2025, 2026 and beyond. So whoever just started today, look out for this part. It may actually help you make your life slightly easier. From one look, for myself at least, right, I can already foresee future generations of racers are going to use this like their base meta.
Yeah.
Because it is not, okay,
probably like one car, maybe 2-piece, 3-piece each.
The important thing is for AR plate, right? It is a roller stay. What it means is it has all the roller holes for maybe 11, 17, 9mm. So your shape is outside of the 19 hole.
Correct.
But for Super X, no, it's only 19. Just one hole.
Just nice 19.
Just nice. And if for the rules that says, for example, the new Tamiya stock class, that this allows any modifications, then this is perfect.
Okay, talk about stock class.
Okay.
This FRP potentially can be the slam. You guys look at this. Because here is the hole to mount for the front. And then here you can put a lantern. So it's a potential piece.
For a basic slam.
Yes. Might be the case of designing this is for the new stock class race.
Actually, I'm going to see such interesting things happening for this one. And then actually the third rumor is actually just the basic T-plate. We call it T-plate. People use it for anchor. But nothing interesting to that one. I think these two, this Super X plate, they are really potentially game changers. So
I can see open class use it.
Of course.
BMS class use it.
Of course.
Stock class also can use it.
Of course. So for yourself, are you going to hoard all these?
potentially depend on how many cars. I might get a few, maybe 10 packs.
Wow. Okay. I need to beat you to it. Maybe I pre-order 50 coming soon. I see who open price
Open price.
straight away order. You don't need to think so much. But no lah. Maybe I give chance to new racers lah.
Yeah,
I kind of
they need some lah. Huh?
I kind of want to slowly give chance to the new people to take over my reign. You know, not that I'm somewhere, but yeah lah.
I can potentially see this thing go out of stock very fast.
go out on the first run.
Yeah, I mean like the entire world's gonna be buying this to make potentially increase of winning streak using all this plate.
I agree. So anyway, do look out for this. I'm sure it should come out based on the usual cycles. It should come out somewhere this year, September. Usually they come out.
Japan Cup after that.
Usually they come out around there, September, and then you probably can get them officially in stores by October, November. From the previous years lah. I'm not sure about this year. And don't forget to catch your hands some on this because it's extremely useful.
Extremely useful.
I see the shape. I wet already, you know.
Actually, we can talk about like a few holes, right? I mean, why there's only 19 holes? They don't have a 13 holes.
No,
for
this is
right?
Super X. We just said it's based off the Super X shape.
But Super X has more holes.
I see, but we don't use.
There's only 3 holes in the middle.
Okay, so the original Super X holes have 5. This one have 3, but I don't really use, so it's okay. I don't really use, it's okay. But the shape is just nice to guard your whole front part if you use it as a front guard, right?
Front guard,
then
yes.
just nice. And the surface area is also just nice for brakes.
So it's a 1.5 or 2 mm?
This one should be 1.5 lah. I don't think they produce any more 2 mm plates other than the sliding lah. Okay lah.
Nice,
So we're gonna wrap up this episode today. Maybe next time we talk more in Mini4 in this kind of format lah. If you like this kind of format, come spam the comments here. You like it? Just say lah whatever you want. I'm okay. You can ask questions. You can ask questions for him. He's around longer, or you go to his channel and spam his channel instead. So it's so much better. See, his channel is here. I'm gonna put it here.
Same.
So just catch us in YouTube. Do like and subscribe to his channel and my channel. My name is Yusry.
I'm Yong Sheng.
Coolbeat.
Coolbeat.
Don't forget. We see you next time. And
See you.
bye-bye.